Imagine a world where the mighty dinosaurs never disappeared. Vast jungles filled with giant predators, skies ruled by enormous winged creatures, and oceans patrolled by colossal reptiles. Humanity would be forced to share the earth with these ancient rulers. But how different would life be for us today if they still walked among us? If you enjoy exploring fascinating what-if scenarios, make sure to subscribe, like this video, and share it with friends who love science and imagination. Stay with us till the end, because this thought experiment will blow your mind. If dinosaurs never went extinct, they would still be the top predators on Earth. Massive carnivores like T-Rex or Giganotosaurus would dominate land ecosystems. Humans might have evolved, but survival would be much harder with such deadly creatures roaming around. Civilization might develop slower, as building cities near dinosaur habitats would be extremely dangerous. People would constantly need protection from predators. Imagine farms guarded by massive walls, not from wild animals we know today, but from towering beasts with razor-sharp teeth. Humanity's progress would be shaped by the need to coexist, or battle, these giants. Instead of open cities, humans might live in walled, fortress-like settlements. Our towns would look more like Jurassic strongholds than modern metropolises. Advanced defenses like electric barriers, moats, or even trained dinosaurs could be essential for survival. Travel between cities would be limited and risky, with caravans moving only under heavy protection. Humanity's freedom of movement would shrink compared to today, but the spirit of survival would make us innovative. Every invention would focus on protection and adaptation against prehistoric threats. Just as we domesticated horses, cows, and dogs, humans might attempt to tame smaller dinosaurs. Imagine riding a triceratops into battle or using velociraptors as hunting companions. Agricultural societies could use massive herbivores like Brachiosaurus for labor, carrying heavy loads or plowing vast lands. But domestication would not be easy. Many dinosaurs were unpredictable and dangerous. Still, if successful, they could change human history forever. Wars could be fought with living tanks instead of machines. Farms would expand with dinosaur-powered tools. Civilization would take on a unique prehistoric twist. If dinosaurs never went extinct, they would continue to evolve just like mammals did. Some species could become smarter, faster, and more specialized. Imagine intelligent raptors developing advanced hunting strategies, rivaling human intelligence. Over millions of years, certain dinosaurs could evolve into highly adaptive species capable of thriving in modern environments. Instead of dogs or cats as our closest animal partners, intelligent dinosaurs might share our homes. Evolution would make this world far stranger than any sci-fi movie could imagine. Our technology would also look very different. The invention of weapons, vehicles, and machines would focus on defense against massive predators. Spears, bows, and guns would be designed not for hunting small animals, but for fighting towering reptiles. Early humans might invent stronger armor and fortified shelters earlier than in our real timeline. Even modern technology like tanks, drones, and jets would be created with dinosaurs in mind. Imagine aircraft designed to fight pterosaurs in the skies. Our entire progress would be shaped by the need to survive against these giants. Dinosaurs require enormous amounts of food to survive. Herbivores like Diplodocus would strip forests bare within days. Carnivores would need vast hunting grounds, creating constant imbalance in ecosystems. Humanity would struggle to manage food resources, since dinosaurs would compete directly with us for crops and livestock. Forests and grasslands might look entirely different, shaped by giant creatures eating, trampling, and reshaping the land. Entire continents could remain untamed wilderness, forever ruled by ancient predators. Human expansion would face constant limits. In our timeline, the extinction of dinosaurs gave mammals the chance to evolve into dominant species. Without that event, mammals like us might remain small, hiding from predators. It is possible that humans might not even exist. But if we did manage to evolve, it would be under constant threat. Civilization would always exist in the shadow of dinosaurs, limiting how far we could advance. Our history of dominance might never happen. Dinosaurs would still rule as kings of Earth. Dinosaurs would also influence mythology, religion, and culture deeply. Imagine ancient tribes worshipping T-Rex as a god of destruction, or flying reptiles symbolizing power and freedom. Stories, rituals, and traditions would revolve around living with these giants. Even modern culture might idolize dinosaurs as sacred beings. Our art, music, and legends would look completely different, with dinosaur gods and spiritual guardians taking center stage. Humanity's imagination would forever be shaped by their presence. Cities, farms, and human settlements would always be under threat of destruction. Expansion into new lands would mean fighting massive dinosaurs for territory. Wars might not just be between humans but also between humans and nature's deadliest creatures. Some regions might remain uninhabited, too dangerous for human life. People would live in a constant state of survival, adapting every day to stay alive. The battle for space would define human destiny. If dinosaurs were still here today, our future would be uncertain. Would we eventually drive them to extinction through technology? Or would they continue ruling as they always had? Perhaps humans and dinosaurs could find balance, sharing the planet in an uneasy coexistence. Or maybe, humanity would forever live as a secondary species, surviving in the shadows of giants. One thing is certain: the Earth would be more dangerous, unpredictable, and thrilling than the world we know now. Dinosaurs may be gone, but imagining their survival helps us understand just how fragile life on Earth can be. If they still roam today, humanity's story would be one of endless struggle, innovation, and survival against impossible odds. Thankfully, we live in a timeline where humans can explore their fossils, not run from their jaws. But this, what if, reminds us, Earth's history could have been very different. If you enjoyed this journey into an alternate reality, make sure to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and hit the bell icon for more fascinating what if explorations. Until next time, keep imagining the impossible, but let's take this thought even further. If dinosaurs had remained, modern science would focus almost entirely on studying and controlling them. Universities would not just teach biology or zoology, but dinosaur survival studies as a core subject. Research labs would be dedicated to developing tranquilizers strong enough to subdue a T-Rex, or vaccines against diseases carried by giant reptiles. Our greatest scientific breakthroughs would not be space exploration or artificial intelligence, but mastering coexistence with these prehistoric rulers. Humanity's curiosity would push us to understand dinosaurs deeply, while fear would drive us to always stay one step ahead. Tourism and entertainment would also change dramatically. Instead of zoos with lions or elephants, entire regions could be turned into controlled, dinosaur reserves. People would pay fortunes to see a live stegosaurus grazing or a pteranodon flying across the horizon. But such attractions would carry immense risks, as one mistake could lead to catastrophic escapes. Movies and stories about dinosaurs would not just be fiction, they would reflect real dangers and daily struggles. The thrill of seeing these giants would be balanced by the constant fear of disaster. Global politics too would look different in such a world. Countries with the largest dinosaur populations could become world powers, controlling resources and knowledge about them. Armies might even attempt to weaponize dinosaurs, training them for war. The balance of power would not only depend on nuclear weapons or technology but also on the ability to control and manage prehistoric creatures. Nations would clash not just for territory but for dominance over dinosaur-filled lands. The global map of power would be rewritten under the shadow of these giants. And finally, imagine the impact on climate and environment. Dinosaurs, with their enormous size and appetite, would consume resources at an unimaginable rate. Entire food chains would shift, leaving less space for smaller animals and plants to thrive. Humans would constantly battle shortages of food, water, and land. Global warming, deforestation, and extinction of other species might occur much earlier in history. In such a reality, the question would not be about building skyscrapers or exploring space. It would be about surviving one more day in a world still ruled by dinosaurs.